Imagine you're floating through space aboard the most advanced spacecraft ever built. Behind you lies Earth, a tiny blue dot packed with cities, oceans, and billions of people. Ahead stretches the rest of the universe. Curiously, the cosmos is crowded. We expect to see thousands of brilliant points of light, glowing gas clouds, and massive spiral galaxies decorating every corner of the sky. But as you move forward, your navigation systems begin to malfunction. The stars ahead become fewer and fewer. Entire galaxies disappear from view. Within days, the universe itself seems to be fading away, leaving you staring into a total abyss. Your computer delivers a chilling diagnosis. You have entered the Boötes Void. Space is already mostly vacuum, so a patch of darkness doesn't immediately feel like a threat. We often underestimate just how empty space can be when the universe stops providing landmarks. The Boötes Void is a spherical region of the universe, stretching roughly 330 million light-years across. To understand that scale, consider our own galaxy. If the Milky Way were placed inside, it would look like a single grain of sand. In a volume this large, models predict 2,000 galaxies. Instead, astronomers found only a handful. This isn't a black hole that will tear you apart, or a cosmic storm that will crush your ship. It is an impossible, terrifying absence of reality itself. Weeks pass, then months, then years. Your ship continues to travel at incredible speed, yet the view out your window never changes. There is no sense of movement and no destination in sight. You are caught in a speed of light trap. Even if your ship could travel at the fastest speed physically possible, it would still take hundreds of millions of years to cross to the other side. On Earth, entire species could evolve and go extinct in the time it takes you to reach the next sign of life. Human biology depends on change and stimulation. We evolved under blue skies and shifting sunlight, where we could track movement and patterns. In this void, the brain is deprived of all input. Without landmarks to process, the mind begins to manufacture its own reality, hallucinating shapes in the darkness and distant lights that vanish the moment you focus on them. The void weaponizes this sensory vacuum, turning your own isolation into a slow psychological descent. This leads to a deeper mystery. Why does this emptiness exist at all? Our standard model suggests that after the Big Bang, gravity pulled matter together into a web-like structure of galaxies. But the Boötes Void defies this model. It appears as an inexplicable anomaly, as if a giant chunk was simply scooped out, leaving a dark gap. There are a few lonely galaxies scattered within this emptiness, appearing as faint smudges of light in a sea of black. But they are millions of light-years away. Reaching one would be like spotting a tiny island from the middle of the Pacific while drifting on a raft with no way to steer. Any alien signals would take millions of years to reach you, and your response would take millions more to return. For all practical purposes, you are mathematically severed from the rest of existence. Eventually, your spacecraft runs out of fuel. You are no longer traveling toward anything. You simply float as centuries become millennia. Outside, the universe continues to change. Over billions of years, a process called cosmic expansion begins to pull the distant galaxies even farther away from your position. This expansion physically stretches the light emitted by those distant galaxies. Their light moves into longer and longer wavelengths until it becomes impossible to detect. One by one, the last visible structures in the sky disappear. Trillions of years from now, the void will be featureless. Any future civilizations living on those few remaining galaxies would see only darkness and assume their tiny corner of reality was all there ever was. You would remain trapped in the middle of it, separated from every star and every form of life by distances so vast that language struggles to describe them. You are the loneliest object in existence, drifting through a region where the universe seems to have simply forgotten to exist.